Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, and if you are just seeing my video for the first time, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe, like and comment. In this video I want to show you how to make this beautiful Bubu top. It's a very easy top to make, and you can make it under 10 minutes, both the cutting and the sewing. Just sit back and watch how I'll be doing the cutting and the sewing. So I'll be using a yard of fabric. This is 1 yard. It's not even up to 1 yard. I think it is 34 inches when I measure the width of the fabric. It's 34 inches, but the length is more than 60. I think it's around 63-64 inches when I measured. So if you are a slim person like me, you can use this measurement, but if you are a bit bigger, you can use a yard and quarter or 1 yard and half of fabric. So what I'll be doing is I folded the fabric into two, I mean the length into two, so that will give me like 32 inches, like that. So I folded the length, not the width of the fabric. Then I fold it again, making the folding into 4. But the folding is in a triangular form, as you can see, because the top is triangular in form. So this is what you want to achieve. That's how you are going to fold it. And when you are folding, remember to ensure that the folded part is the one next to you, that you will be cutting your fabric on fold into 4. So that is what I'm trying to achieve here. You fold it into 4. After you folded the length into 2, then you fold it again on bias, as if you want to cut a flare, a bias fold. So this is what we have done. You can see it is on bias. You just don't bother about the few inches that is left at the down part of the fabric. So this is what you are going to be working with. Ensure it is folded on bias like so, and the folded part is the one close to you where you will be doing your measurement. So from the starting point, you'll be measuring 8 inches round. So if you want to cut a flare, you measure 8 inches. This is to accommodate the neck width that we want to work with. So when you measure the 8 inches round, you join it, then you come down by 3 inches. That is for your neck depth. Then you join it to the marked line for the 8 inches that you measured from the top of the fabric that you folded. So that is what you have. Then for our sleeve circumference, we'll be measuring 7 inches. I try to measure the length of the entire length of the fabric before I measure that one. So where my sleeve will be entering, I measure 7 inches. When you join it, it will give you 14 inches on fold. Then you notch it, then you measured your hip measurement, because the joining, we want the joining to stop on the hip line. So you measure your hip measurement. I'll be working with 40 inches because I don't want it to be too tight on my hip. I want it to be a bit free, like 2 inches free. So that is what I've measured. Then I want to cut out the remnants of the fabric. I'm not using that one. As you can see, this is where our folded part is ending. So we are going to cut out the remnant that we are not working with. We are now left with the total length of the fabric. So this is me notching the where my hip, the joining will stop. That is my hip measurement. I measured 10. When you open it, it will give you 40 inches. Then I added 1 inch for folding. Then I'm ensuring that where I measured, I notched the other time is on my sleeve circumference. Then I cut out. That is the only part we will be cutting out on this fabric, the neck area. So I open that other place, then I try to trim it again. So we are done with our cutting. This is what we have. As you can see, it's giving us the triangle form. Before we take it to the sewing machine now to go and join our top together. So this is the neckline. You can decide to turn it with bias, or you fold it in two. You fold it like that. You can cut out from the fabric to use as facing. Then from that place, after you are done turning it, you join it to that notched place. Then you back stitch. For you to turn this place, you turn it in two. Then you join the other place to the hip line and back stitch. Then you open, and we are done with the sewing. Let's go now and see how we want to. This is me turning the neck area. I am not using bias or facing, just want to turn it. So you fold it in two, fold into two places, like quarter of an inch, two. Then you stitch it. You do it to the front, and then you do same to the back piece. So this is me stitching the neck part. You can decide to use bias, like I've said, to turn the neck area, or you cut from the fabric as facing to use it to turn the neck. But I decide to turn it. I don't want to use any facing or bias. So this is me turning the fabric like so. That's the neck area that we are still working on. So after turning the neck, then we'll go to join the sides together, the sleeve together. So we are done turning the neck of the fabric. So we will proceed now to join the sleeves. I want to join it with 1 inch and quarter, 1 1/4. That is me joining it, the sleeves. I did these two pieces together, the front and the back together, to form our sleeve length. So that's me stitching the sleeves of the fabric together of the top. You can decide to join with 1 1/2. It depends on how wide you want your neck to be. So I'm done. I've gotten to that notched part, so I'll back stitch it. Then I do same to the other side as well. On the other side, when you get to that notched part, that is the 7 inches that we left for our sleeve circumference, you back stitch. You can decide to, I am expecting that you will weave your fabric, so I'm going to be weaving it after joining the two sides together for neat finishing before I proceed to press it, to iron it. So I'm done joining the two sides together, the two sleeves, done join it together. So I'll proceed to turn the sleeve opening. As you can see, that is the sleeve opening. That's how you are going to turn it, like so. Turn both sides of the sleeve opening before you join the hip area. So you turn it like that. Be sure that you don't go and join the front and back together. So ensure that there is no fabric under when you are turning your sleeve area, sleeve circumference. So we are done turning it. We are done turning the two sides. So we'll proceed to join the body of the fabric. That's the body. You can use 1 inch or 1 1/4 till you get to the notched part that will be on our hip line. So when you get there, you back stitch like that again. Then you go to the other side as well, and you do the same thing on the other side before you now proceed to weave, and then you do your final turning at the end point of the top. That's the triangle area. So you back stitch, and then we open the hemming part, the down part of the top, the triangle area. So this is me turning it, and that's how you are going to turn it. It's 4 sides for the front and for the back. So this is me stitching it. You can decide to use bias as well to do the turning, depends on how you want it, but I don't want to use bias. So this is me just folding the fabric as it should be folded and stitching it. So when you are done stitching, you weave it, then we'll take it to our ironing board to iron it neatly, and then our top is ready. It's almost ready here. As you can see, under 10 minutes this top is ready, both the cutting and the sewing. Then you can wear it, and if it is on order, you can make as many as you want in a day as you are able to make. Remember, we use 1 yard of fabric, but the fabric, the length is long, so we are done folding the front and back of the fabric, and our top is ready. So this is me showing off. I've done ironing it here. I've done the weaving of the inner part for a neat finishing. So this is how the top is looking like when we are done ironing, sewing, weaving and ironing. As you can see, the shape is out already. That is the sleeve opening there, and that is the hemming part. As you can see, we are done.